sorry, I haven't a clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack D.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second visit to Southend-on-Sea in the fine county of Essex. And the artist John Constable famously painted cottages in North Essex. And Constable's great-great-grandson joined the Essex police force. As they didn't want to call him Constable, he was asked to change his name to something less confusing and so became known as Constable Bent Bastard. Aged 109, Britain's oldest man lives in a retirement home here. Interviewed recently, Reg Dean said his only regret is that he can no longer do the things that he loved to do when he was in his 20s, flying planes and bombing Germany. Britain's previous oldest man died last New Year's Eve. He suffered a fit while playing charades and passed away surrounded by his family shouting, "Is it Dirty Dancing?" The first Citizens Advice Bureau in Essex was opened in Canvey Island, where in their first year they gave only one piece of advice: move. The inventor and wireless pioneer Marconi set up the world's first regular radio broadcasts from here. The company that bears his name later made televisions, as well as the first ever TV remote controls. These Italian-made controllers worked well, except if you were watching a war movie when they kept switching sides. But Marconi wasn't the last person here to make people switch over to a different channel. Let's meet the teams. They are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Sandy Toksvig. And on my right, Miles Jupp and Richard Osman. And the lovely lady who's been the team's right hand for many years. Please welcome our scorer, the delightful Samantha. We start this week with some new additions to the Uxbridge English Dictionary. A good dictionary is essential for learning the correct use of similar terms. But certain regional words have been known to cause confusion. For example, a surprisingly large percentage of the UK population are unable to distinguish the difference between Ipswich and Norwich. Well, Ipswich is a large town in East Anglia whose history can be traced back to Roman times, whereas Norwich is a thing Chinese taxi drivers have to pass. But the meanings of words are constantly changing, team. So your suggestions, please, of any new definitions you may have spotted recently. Richard, you can start.
Bigamist. Heavy fog.
Sandy.
Buttresses, especially lustrous bottom hair.
Barry?
Biddy Ford, a fiesta for an old lady.
Miles?
Mirth. A French moth.
Conservatory, to pickle Boris Johnson.
Chinwags. Bruce Forsyth's wives and girlfriends.
Bicker, like a ballpoint, only more so.
Potpourri, the aroma of dried Teletubby.
Likelihood. Probably a gangster. Barrier. More like Barry.
Referendum. That's the last time I ask you.
Juniper. Did you bite that woman?
Perspire, how a steeplejack charges.
Glamorgan, male version of the vajazzle.
Windscreen, underpants.
Shootout, someone selling shoes at above their market value.
Well, it's time for some acting now in the miming round called Sound Charades. It's a variation of the old TV favourite. Give us a clue. A show that featured Mime Meister General Lionel Blair. Veteran entertainer Lionel keeps a typically sharp eye on current events. He took a particular interest in the recent referendum campaign, although ever shrewd Lionel refuses to be drawn on whether he was in or out. Miles and Richard. Miles and Richard, you're to start, please, and your title will shortly be displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. Again, the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Pointless celebrities. Pointless celebrities.
Well, I'm two words.
Two words. I'm
Two
going to
words.
say...
It's a sort of mediocre television programme.
OK. Oh, this is a lovely restaurant, Miles.
Certainly
Thank you for
is,
bringing
isn't
me
it? No.
Don't look now. Ooh. Guess who I've just seen? Literally just over your left shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
It's Piers Morgan.
Well, I suppose people like that would go, hang on a minute. Ooh, behind you,
Yeah.
eating pasta. One of Jedward.
Wait. Miles, drink up. We're leaving. It's Katie Hopkins.
It's sort of people you'd avoid, and no, they're not here.
Has it got, like so many things, the word celebrity in the title?
Celebrity something.
I don't watch any of these things. Celebrity... Celebrity dining, it's two words, wasn't it? Celebrity...
Restaurants involved.
Is the restaurant critical?
I literally could not be more furious at this point.
Oh, is there the thing you do? Do you do a celebrity one?
Please let him down gently, sir.
Oh, it's that must-see. What's it called? It's Celebrity Pointless. No, Pointless Celebrity.
Good. It's going to be an interesting meal after the show, isn't it? OK, final title is being displayed for you, Barry and Sandy. And here, once again, is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
The Royal Hunt of the Sun. The Royal Hunt of the Sun.
Okay.
6 words. Play in a film.
Right, here it goes. Camilla, who?
It's like he was in the room.
Oh, I know. Who's been at my newspaper? Young Prince Harry, I bet.
What do you mean, Charles?
Somebody's pinched page 3. I can't find it anywhere. The end.
Right, so Royal or Charles? Yeah. OK, and something is missing.
Yes.
So I need to search for it.
Is 80s soft porn in the title of it? Is that...
Not precisely, no.
Royal Hunt for the Sun.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. First, I noticed that our doormat has been festooned by a letter. It comes from Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. Mrs. Trellis writes, "Dear Shipping Forecast, I'm no prude, but why do doggers need to know which way the wind is blowing? Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis. As we're in Southend, we will follow the standard Essex protocols, which state that obliques are permissible, but only with the prior agreement of the chair, and players found to be outside the lateral may be placed in nip, but again, at the discretion of the chair. So, simple enough. Miles, you can start.
Certainly. Kilburn High Road.
That's a bit oblique to start with, isn't it?
You know what? You've got to just play the tube station, not the man.
Jack did say about being outside the lateral, and you're definitely outside.
That's not outside.
He can start because it's his his first bid.
It's my colour.
Okay,
accepted.
accepted.
Right.
Kilburn High Road, yes. Dollis Hill.
Oh, very good.
That's good. I've only ever played as an amateur before. This is quite frightening. I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to. I am going to say Turnham Green.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Thank you.
Richard, you're saying Turnham Green, are you?
I am, yeah.
Let's see. It's right. Down to 4, not quite. You could have had Basildon, Chingford or Chelmsford. They're all pointless, they are. Okay.
They should do a celebrity version of that show.
They keep trying. Miles.
The Cut.
Oh, alliteration here.
Right.
Cockfosters.
What? Sally, you didn't
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sally.
No, so that surely puts me in the Hainault loop to go twice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's right.
So I'm going to go straight to Rodding Valley. And then I'm going to go again and do another jump. I'm going to go South Woodford.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
No.
So
Sandy taking the Essex protocol very literally, that's quite all right. Yeah.
It's my first ever time, and I've got to follow a Hainault loop. Brilliant. Thank you.
Actually, no, it's Miles. It is back to Miles. Yeah.
Of course, yes,
You do,
sorry. That's, I was thinking of Cuban rules. I apologise.
You've just got to hold on sometimes, haven't you, and see where the game takes you. Perivale.
Dagenham.
Perivale, Dagenham. That's swiftly taken on there, Barry.
I might be missing something here, but I'm going to say Bromley by Bow.
You're saying Bromley by Bow?
Yeah.
Bad
Jack,
luck.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that sound effect something we're supposed to recognise?
It is. There's a lot of competition between these quiz show hosts. You can tell they're just yes, it is. That means that's not a valid one to come up with. Bromley by Bow. So you have another go, Richard. Have another go.
Good. Well, I will go for Ravenscourt Park.
Oh.
I know. That's what I was going to... You know what? I should have gone for it in the first place. I was going to, and because it's professional and I was showing off, I went for Bromley. I shouldn't have done.
Well, it's marvellous to hear you thinking out loud. It's Sandy.
I should be kind because it's your first time, but...
I've heard that before.
And more than once, embarrassingly.
And weirdly, it was from Sandy.
Well, I've not been well.
If you've not been well, I can't believe you haven't heard of Pointless.
I do this weird thing. I've taken up reading. Mornington Crescent.
Excellent round. Well, this next round takes a look at popular Essex culture and customs. Culture in Essex dates back millennia, as local archaeologists recently proved after unearthing evidence from the Bronze Age, a Neolithic tanning salon. OK, teams, I'm going to read to you a selection of genuine magazine and newspaper articles containing the words of a renowned local celebrity from which certain key passages have been removed. And your job is to fill in the missing bits. And the local celebrity in question is none other than star of the BAFTA-winning reality TV show The Only Way is Essex, Joey Essex. So can you fill in the missing parts from this interview? Everyone says I'm the Essex version of Jim...
Broadbent.
He said, no, Jim Carrey. I sort of rule Essex, he says. I'm famous for my Joey Essex words. If I call someone a pair of Capri Suns, I'm...
Using up 50% of my vocabulary.
I'm calling them really silly. That's a good one. I wasn't born in Essex, you know, but I was called Essex, and then I moved to Essex, which is...
Which is why there's a petition to rename me Joey Australia.
Which is crazy. When I was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, some people thought I asked stupid questions. Questions like, who's the Prime Minister of...
Nando's.
No, who's the Prime Minister of Essex? And are Richard and Judy the ones who...
Do that show at the seaside with a crocodile and a baby.
Are Richard and Judy the ones who created the world? I wasn't the cleverest person at school. It's true, I still can't tell the time, but I don't have to. I just look at...
The moon, except in the daytime.
I just look at my phone. One bonfire night, my sister Frankie asked me if I knew the history of Guy Fawkes, and I said he was the guy who...
Invented forks.
I said he was the guy who died on the cross.
Is it worth us making these things up at all?
I think the first girl I fancied was basically a typical Essex girl with perfect white teeth and...
Creosote on her face.
and tan skin. She was called Rosie, but everyone called her...
Frank.
Called her Bud. I only pull good-looking girls. My mates pull anything, especially James. He would pull...
The plug on a life support machine to charge his phone.
He would pull an alien. Unlike most of my mates, I've never gone for girls with big...
Dads.
With big boobs. Boobs are weird, really, aren't they? What are they made of? They're like bits of...
Cottage cheese in a dog poo bag. I'm trying to channel him now.
They're like bits of jelly. And I'm actually quite good at cooking. That's what I like doing. Today I cooked eggs.
Using a toaster for 4 hours. And met a fireman.
No, today I cooked eggs on toast. My favourite place for a takeaway is Two Kitchens, and it's in Loughton. You probably haven't heard of it if you don't live in Essex, but it's very...
Confusing, because they have 2 kitchens.
It's very well known. The sushi in there is like...
Fish, only not as warm.
The sushi in there is like going into Nobu. Growing up in Essex, the ultimate status symbol was a set of...
Married parents.
It's all right for you, I've got to come back here on tour.
Not anymore, you don't.
It was a set of wheels. My first car was a silver Ford Fiesta. One day, bang, boof, all this smoke started coming out of it, and I thought...
Hope that doesn't happen to the car.
thought, what the hell, and I left it on the road. Clothes are a status symbol in Essex, so you always have to spend a lot of money on your wardrobe. I once splashed out £1,000 on a Louis Vuitton
suitcase and had to apologise to the shop.
Louis Vuitton tracksuit. I couldn't believe it when I bought my own place. I was buzzing. It's such a sick flat. My bedroom's got a walk-in...
Clinic.
Walk-in wardrobe that lights up as soon as you go in. Probably a fridge. When I did the show Splash, Tom Daly told me the 20-metre diving board was his second home. I thought that meant...
He must have a lot of very narrow furniture.
He said, I thought that meant he lived there. In the show, celebrities compete against each other in a diving contest. I wore extra tight, extra short trunks. On the back, they even had...
a sign saying front.
They had Essex printed on them. I loved working on OK Magazine's Fun Bingo. I'm the host caller. There are a lot of my phrases in the game that are my sayings, like salty potato and...
All the nines, 66.
And ream, it's fun. I like watching American TV shows. They're very deep. I'll only turn off the TV if there's something gross or something quite intense, like...
Dialogue.
like with body parts. In my latest TV series, I go to Africa and I'm thrown into...
Governing Zimbabwe.
I'm thrown into all sorts of situations. Compared to Essex, Africa's a lot... Compared to Essex, Africa's a lot more different, obviously. They don't really have...
Mould and salt, for example.
They don't really have houses, do they? I like animals, but they must have quite boring lives. The animals in the wild. They can't exactly...
Take advantage of the fact that entrance to most museums is free.
They can't exactly go clubbing or chat up girls. At least the dogs in Essex get to...
Go dogging.
Get to wear clothes, he says.
He's not even here and he's doing better than us. It's...
The animals I loved most in the whole wide world were frogs. I was addicted to them. Nanny Linda had a boyfriend who had loads of frog spawn, and he'd let me take it home and put it in my pond until...
Until Nanny Linda pointed out it wasn't frog spawn.
And I'd take it home and put it in my pond until I could breed frogs by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time to fit in around a Rodent Film Club. Samantha tells me she's just nipping off with a gentleman friend to the local rodent rescue sanctuary to show him the little squirrel she's adopted. She says she'll probably let him hold her little tufty before helping him bury his nuts out in the garden. So, teams, I'd like you to suggest film titles likely to prove popular with an audience of rodent lovers. So, you can start, Richard.
The Best Little Dormouse in Texas.
Barry.
4 lemmings and a funeral.
Sandy.
Death Desperately squeaking Susan.
Miles.
The colour gerbil.
Saturday Night Beaver.
The postman always brings mice.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Cheery Rats of Fire.
Rent a Kill Bill.
Verminator.
The Men Who Stare at Stoats.
Inglorious Mouse Turds.
Verminator 2.
Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Squirrels.
The Sound of Mouse Sick.
Total Recall. Or the German film Das Stut.
Vole Actually.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the jippy tummy of time confronts the partially thawed prawn of pestilence, and the Imodium of immortality is powerless to prevent the dastardly diarrhea of destiny, I notice it's the end of the show. So, from the team, Samantha and myself, and our audience here in Southend, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Harry Cryer, Miles Jupp, Richard Osman and Sandy Toxby have been given silly things to do by Jack D, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele. And the producer was John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Once again we're coming to you from the Theatre Royal in Bury St Edmunds. This historic town is swelled to overflowing during the annual carnival when thousands of gaily clad dancers samba through the streets to the rhythm of the bongo beat. Towards dawn, a torchlit procession wends its way up nearby Sugarloaf Mountain to watch the sun rise over Copacabana Beach. These are just a few of the town's pleasures, which make it unmistakably Bury St Edmunds. Or is that Rio de Janeiro? I don't know. Bury is also very near the university town of Cambridge, where our own Tim Brooke-Taylor got a very respectable 2-2. And I'm delighted to say he's wearing it for us. So, please welcome Tim with his Willie Rushton. And on the other side, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And if that weren't excitement enough, please welcome the lady who scores, the enchanting Samantha. We'll start off with a round called Historical Postcards. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some postcard messages likely to have been sent by famous historical figures from a certain holiday destination. Tim, will you start, please?
This is from Julius Caesar, home to his wife Portia. Postmarked Londinium, 55 before something that hasn't happened yet. reads, Hail Portia, Vicky, Vidi, Veni, or vice versa. Status quo, good, but Beatles better. Hail and pace. Sorry, hail a parce. Julius.
Barry Cryer.
This is
Captain Cook from Sydney Bay. Dear James, counting every minute, Sydney.
Willie? Captain Scott from the Antarctic. The weather's not up to much. Catering poor. Oates is popping out to post this now. Graham?
This is Nelson to Lady Hamilton. Having a great time at Trafalgar, apart from the pigeons. Captain Hardy has shown me great loyalty and affection, though I still have to remind him no tongues. Can't wait to be back with you. Hope the eye and the arm are enough to be going on with.
P.S. Please send half bottle of Optrex.
Willie? Found this one from Wordsworth, from Tinton Abbey, saying, Dear Dorothy, have you got a rhyme for either Tinton or Abbey?
One from Adam to Eve.
Oh.
Weather here, wish you were beautiful.
Too clever. Okay. Any more? Right. Now it's time for the delightful game Pick Up Song. When Samantha cranks up the handle of my gramophone, teams, you'll hear some rattling good numbers, which I'd like you please to sing along to. At a random point, Samantha's spare hand will reverse rotate my volume knob, causing the music to drop out. If on its return you're closer than half a crotchet to the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. What do prizes mean? Sharp lot in there. Very small. This week's prize is a fabulous skiing trip to Swiss Cottage. Barry and Graeme, will you please sing along to We're a Couple of Swells? And I'd like the part of Fred Astaire to be taken by Graeme Garden and that of Judy Garland by Barry Cryer.
We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country far away from the city smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts. 2, 3, 4. The Vanderbilts have asked us up for tea. We don't know how to get there, no siree, no siree.
10 points, but Graeme loses 12 for counting out loud. Tim and Willie, will you please accompany Julie Andrews and Rex Harrison singing The Rain in Spain? That's Tim Brooke-Taylor as Rex Harrison and Willie Rushton as Julie Andrews.
A lifetime ambition realised.
The rain in Spain says men in the plain.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
The rain in Spain says men in the plain.
By George, she's got it. By George, she's got it.
Now once again, where does it rain?
On the plain, on the plain.
And where's that soggy plain?
In Spain! In Spain!
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire,
hurricanes hardly happen. Bom, 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 bom. How kind of you to let me come.
Now once again, where does it rain?
On that plain, on the plain.
And where's that blasted plain?
It's still in bloody Spain.
The rain in Spain is the rain. The rain in Spain is the rain.
They were nowhere near it, but since they got exactly the same amount of applause from the audience, I suppose I better give them the same amount of marks, -2. Now, somewhat against my will, I must give in to pressure from listeners and provide Colin Sell with something to do in this round. So, Colin, will you please accompany Richard Clayderman, playing Strangers in the Night? According to Samantha, that's Colin Sell 7, Richard Clayderman 1. Our next round is called tag wrestling. It's loosely based on a variation of professional wrestling, which is often accused of being rigged. However, I can put my hand on my heart and say there's nothing professional about this at all. Teams, I shall give you both the tagline to a story. I shall then start one team telling a story to fit their punchline. When I do this, a member of the opposing team should take up the story and make it fit their punchline, and so on. Barry and Graeme, your punchline is this. So that's where the plutonium was hidden, exclaimed Schuler as the sheep ran out of the kitchen. Tim and Willie, your punchline is, and to prove it, Inspector Morse pulled off Mrs. Bottomley's rubber mask to reveal her true identity. Barry and Graeme, you've had a long time to consider, so will you start your story, please?
Which?
Graeme.
Oh. It was a fine sunny morning in Ambridge as Tom Forrest wandered down the hill towards the Bull. What are you up to? What are you up to this morning, Schuler? He inquired.
I'm on my way to Oxford, where Mrs. Bottomley is making a speech on behalf of the health service with her husband, Roy. Remember him?
He's going down. Nobody remembers him. He was buried with Eamon Andrews.
And Mrs. Bottomley is making this speech on behalf of the National Health Service. I can't wait to hear that. She was slightly potty, young Schuler, but she went into the... why you just lost that buzzer? She went into the lecture room and...
Meanwhile, back in Ambridge... Have you heard about the missing plutonium subject, Polly? Never mind that. Get this sheep out of my kitchen, cried Schuler.
Oh, my word, said Walter Gabriel.
Through a medium.
Oh, Schuler's dead. We'll have to go to the funeral. I can tell you who did it, said Inspector Morse, haltingly, from round the back of Mrs. Bottomley.
Meanwhile.
What do you mean, meanwhile?
Meanwhile, back in Oxford.
That's where we were.
Where the real Schuler had gone to hear Mrs. Bottomley's lecture. Schuler suddenly found herself offering Mrs. Bottomley a cup of tea. I'll pop into the kitchen to make it. Thank you very much, said Mrs. Bottomley. They heard as Schuler opened the kitchen door. Well, the mystery is solved.
But of course it wasn't, because Schuler was wearing a rubber mask to reveal her true identity, and to prove it, Inspector Morse...
I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea who Schuler is. And to prove it, Inspector Morse pulled off Mrs. Bottomley's rubber mask.
Too late, I buzzed. So if it wasn't for the buzzer, I don't think I'd get through that game.
That wasn't a buzzer, Tom.
Well, you know what it is. I don't know what it is.
It's a hooter.
If you're going to be quibbling, can I ask you what you meant by saying Shula put on her rubber mask to reveal her identity?
I didn't.
Just to make an a mistake about a buzzer, so you watch out, because
she was wearing a rubber mask.
To reveal her identity. Let's go on to the next game.
Oh.
And quite reasonably, it's entitled Doctor's Jargon. In this round, team members are invited to suggest some familiar phrases habitually uttered by doctors and nurses, together with an explanation of what they really mean. Remember, teams, it's all too easy to make a cheap joke at the expense of the medical profession. So let's get on with it. Sorry, will you start, please?
You may experience some discomfort. Or you could go private.
There's a lot of it about. This means I've got that. What are you taking for it?
I actually had, which was, I should try and cut down on the booze if I were you, old man. Which I think means, blimey, you drink nearly as much as I do.
Graeme?
When the doctor says, I'll ask Nurse Simpson to come in here and then you can slip your things off, means Nurse Simpson likes a good laugh.
You won't feel a thing. Means you'll be dead.
I wouldn't worry if I were you. I'd panic.
We just need a little specimen. You won't be able to do anything for a while, and then you'll be terrified it's going to overflow. You've been there too.
Any more?
The doctor says, I hope my hands aren't too cold. It means I've lost all sense of feeling since that party last night.
Okay, it's now time. Okay, it's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. In view of what they see as the recent complication of standard play, many listeners have requested that we adopt a simplified version of the game. So for this week only, teams, Stovall's defence is still allowable during forward triangulation, but back doubling may only be attempted after a northern approach. Have you got that? Stovall's defence still allowable during forward triangulation, but back doubling may only be attempted after a northern approach. Well, we can't make it any simpler than that. Okay, Tim, will you start, please?
Only after a northern approach? Or is that an option?
I didn't mean start quibbling, I mean start playing the game.
That's a fair question.
Yeah. Do you get Stovall's defence forward triangulation only after, or can we have the choice?
You can have a choice.
Right, so
if
Berkeley
it makes you feel
Square.
happy. Berkeley Square.
Hay Hill.
Hay Hill. Wood Lane. Ha ha ha.
Baron's...
No, I did.
He said court.
He did.
Oh, no. Sorry. Triangulation. It's not, it's not a back double. Fact. Not a good follows Hay Hill. Yeah, Baron's Court. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Baron's Court.
Oh, blast.
Oh, no, sorry, not Baron's Court. Yeah, no, that's all right. Baron's Court, I believe. That'll make 20 moves in the first hour, Tim.
The Embankment.
Northumberland Avenue.
Yeah.
Ah, a tribute to Stovall coming up. Parliament Square.
Well done.
Tee-hee, tee-hee. If the audience knew anything, they'd be cheering. They'd be... Thank you.
Hold it, Willie. That wasn't during forward triangulation.
No,
surely.
quite.
Well,
If it wasn't.
It wasn't.
yes, you knew
I
that.
like them while they were cheering. Whooping with pleasure.
That was only one or two of the audience. Yeah. The rest are looking very smug now.
I think you just about get by with that move.
That's
I
what...
think so.
Well,
I think you'll find solid good.
Okay, Graeme, carry on.
Mornington Crescent.
that's fine.
Yeah, if we're talking forward triangulation, come on,
Certainly
it's
not.
cocky.
Yes?
You took
getting
undue advantage of a certain amount of confusion that was going on there.
Yeah. I'm getting a thumbs up from the Grand Master's room.
lot of time to kill in there.
Now, I think we'll have to... I don't think I can allow that, Graeme.
No?
No.
No.
If you'd, I think the simplest thing is for you to make an alternative move. I mean, normally you would be penalised. But that would mean starting the game again, and I couldn't stand it. Go on, Graeme, quickly now. Can we speed this up a bit?
OK, Baron's Court.
Farm Avenue.
Cromwell Road.
Kensington Church Street.
Hay Hill.
Yeah.
The Embankment.
Mornington Crescent.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, I can see that coming.
Here is the Nigel Short.
Very good. That's one of the best games we've had. It's now time for a round of those amusing 5-line nonsense poems made popular by the likes of Edward Lear, which history tells us were originally devised by an itinerant Irishman with a fondness for rhyme. Apparently the idea came to him just as he was passing a signpost, and that name has been with us ever since. So, teams, let's now play a round of Major Roadworks Ahead. Or, as some people call them, limericks. I shall furnish you each with a fecund first line, which I'd like you to continue, taking one line each. And I'm going to start with you, Tim. The best way to read Conan Doyle.
The best way to read Conan Doyle is sitting astride Katie Boyle.
Let me just savour the picture for a moment. When she cries PTO,
that's the moment to go.
There are some things from which I recoil.
Barry, here's one for you. While pretending to read some Voltaire...
strange noises emerged from my chair.
George Bernard Shaw
Said the plot, that's all. Said, I'll open the door.
Thank God for a breath of fresh air.
Willie, your first line is, while tucked up in bed with a Proust...
While tucked up in bed with a Proust, I was suddenly violently goose.
When I turned around...
To my horror, I found...
Barbara Cartland with corsets unloosed.
Finally, one for you, Graeme. There's a lady who reads Mills and Boon.
By the light of the silvery moon.
She loves all the stories.
And votes for the Tories.
They'll be coming to get her quite soon.
The next round's a musical one. When one considers the great partnerships of world history, the coupling of Sooty with the hand of a fully grown man is bettered only by the lyrical combination of the Swanee whistle and the kazoo. Teams, I'd like you to celebrate that great musical combination for us now. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano. So, if music be the food of love, prepare to go on a crash diet. Tim and Willie, your song is Tit Willow, and it's to feature Willie Rushton on kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on Swanee whistle.
Hang on, hang on.
Barry and Graeme, your song is A, You're Adorable, and this one will feature Barry Cryer on the kazoo and Graeme Garden on the swanee whistle.
Do you remember when you had to pay for a radio license fee?
Well, time flies when you're enjoying yourself, which explains why I feel like I've just spent 3 days in the departure lounge at Gatwick Airport. Before we go, let's have a quick round of Zookeepers Film Club. Teams, as you would expect, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of zookeepers. Willie, you're going to start this one.
Panda and the Flying Dutchman.
Camel. Hot.
The Gnoos of Navarone.
And there's Dove Story, starring Ali McCall and Ryan O'Neill.
And Hippo Marx. And Leopard Nimoy.
Farewell to armadillos.
The Koala Miner's Daughter.
The koala purple.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Oh, memories. Hippo Apocalypse Now.
The Seventh Seal.
Oh, what a lovely warthog.
The Parrots of Penzance.
12 Angry Gerbils.
Unfortunately, we have to say now...
What's new, duck-billed platypussycat? Thank you for that applause.
There's a girl in marsupial.
We do have to say now...
Robo-Cobra. Oh, sorry.
The Outlaw Minky Whales.
No, I was
Termites
going to
of
say that we've
endearment.
clearly overstayed our welcome by about 15 years. Join us again next week. In the meantime, it's goodbye from us all. Goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton will be given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week for a second visit to the London Palladium, the fine theatre in the London district of Soho. During the 17th century, many settlers moved to Soho from mainland Europe. These included Polish Catholics, French Huguenots, and German Lutherans. Evidence of this is found in names such as Greek Street and the famous French House pub. But migrant assimilation wasn't without its troubles, particularly when the Germans invaded Poland Street. In the art world, Soho has been home to artists Constable and Canaletto. Constable lived on Frith Street in the early 19th century, and it was from there that he travelled the countryside with his easel, making beautiful copies of chocolate boxes. And it was while living in Soho that Canaletto famously painted Westminster Bridge at dusk. Completed in vivid oils, Westminster Council complained they'd only wanted it brushed over with hammer. In the late 60s, Soho was home to Jimi Hendrix, who overcame his dyslexia to become one of the world's greatest rock guitarists. Sadly, Hendrix died here in 1970 after choking on his own Vimto. Probably the most famous Soho thoroughfare is Carnaby Street. Once known as the centre of swinging London, that title fell into disuse with the abolition of capital punishment. What used to be the epicentre of a burgeoning fashion industry, the Carnaby Street of today is but a shadow of its former glory, offering the unwary visitor tawdry reminders of a faded past of 40 years ago. Let's meet four more. On my left, Barry Crowne and Graeme Garden. On my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And please welcome a lady who's ready to handle any challenge involving the team's points, however hard. It's the ever-fragrant Samantha. Okay, in our first round, Uxbridge English Dictionary, I'd like the teams to share with us any new definitions they may have spotted. Graeme, you can start.
Randomise, a squint.
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be calling out your name. I was settling down for a nice little doze. Tim.
Kingdom, a royal contraceptive.
Larry.
Stalagmite, prison camp for fleas.
Jugular, a busty vampire.
Doodlebug, to draw a flea.
Gondolier, something you catch from a boatman.
Dynamite, to take a flea out to lunch.
Urethra, a soul singer who takes the piss.
Mishmash, to be late for chapel due to drunkenness.
Encyclopedia, to be sexually attracted to small bikes.
And cursory, where young children learn to swear.
Muzzle toff, a good thing to do to the Countryside Alliance.
Subdued, a less than cool person.
Himalaya, the transsexual rooster.
It's music time now. with the game called Pick Up Song, in which the teams sing along to some famous records. DJ Samantha has been doing her usual extensive research down in the gramophone library, aided by the kindly old archivist. It's hard work, and she says they both get quite weary. So the archivist has a fold-up bed to take a nap in the afternoons and has provided Samantha with a comfy reclining armchair so that she can put her feet up while he gets his head down. Samantha is now back and poised at the turntable, ready to give the discs a spin. You should sing along, teams, until at my signal Samantha turns the volume down. Continue singing, and if on the music's return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What does Bisto give a meal? This week's prize will delight every wire-haired terrier owner who likes to keep their pet smartly presented. It's this lovely Corby Schnauzer press. Barry, you're to start, and I'd like you to accompany Etta James singing I Just Wanna Make Love. Okay, you're next, Graham. I'd like you to accompany Julie Andrews singing I Whistle a Happy Tune.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my erect and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm a... While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm a... The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when the people I myself as well. I whistle a happy tune at every single time. The happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid.
You now, Tim, would you accompany the Tokens singing The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
And finally, would you, Jeremy, please accompany James Blunt singing his recent hit, You're Beautiful.
That I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep at night, 'cause I've got a plan. Ha, 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 ha. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Come on, come on. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. Yes, she caught my eye. I stand alive.
Let's move on. Our next game will involve the teams boasting about some impressive aspects of their lives. I'm not sure this has been thought through. Actually, our own Tim Brooke-Taylor will be at an advantage here, as he's just bought a huge old Victorian mansion which he claims is haunted. Tim says he's sometimes woken by the ghostly apparition of a woman in black whose face is pulled into a fearsome rictus, her translucent skin stretched so taut to her skull that it hardly moves as she shrieks in wailing moans. We keep telling him not to fall asleep in front of the weakest link. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. You're at a party and you're just about to initiate a topic of conversation which allows you to boast about something. The rest of you take turns to outdo Tim's boast until I honk, when the next panellist has to initiate a brand new topic of conversation and start the boasting all over again. Okay, off you go, Tim.
I've just bought a new computer. It's got double memory, a huge amount of RAM.
I got 2. Bought one. Bought one, got the other one free. Nobody has 1.
My computer's got such a good memory that I've dispensed with my own.
Are you sure about that?
I can't remember. What was I talking about?
Yes, I've got 2 or 3 of those computers. In fact, I've got so many RAMs that I've had to buy a sheepdog.
I've got one, so the memory's so good it can actually remember when the Goodies was on television.
Graeme, introduce the topic, please.
Yes, we went on a fabulous holiday. Found this little restaurant where they do a local dish. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's absolutely to die for. It's a very, very small chicken that they cook for about a week in moss and then serve up with the local cheese and a single strawberry. It's lovely.
Yes, I think you'll find that in my recipe book.
Oh, really?
Funny you should say that, because I went to a place in very far north of Scotland where they actually produced, this is hard to believe, but they produced eggs from a mythical bird, and they cooked them in a special Scottish way with very little in it. Very good indeed.
I actually ate the very dish you're talking about and enjoyed it so much I bought the restaurant.
Well, we went to this lovely Scottish village that only appears once every 200 years. We had the most fantastic meal. It was baby seals cooked in their own fear. And it was absolutely delicious.
Yes, we ate in a little Scottish village last night, a little village that Gordon Ramsay had brought down specially. And the dish of the day was a single tadpole.
Really?
Roast and served in batter.
Good heavens, a whole tadpole?
I couldn't eat a whole one.
That's what I said to Gordon, I couldn't, and he obliged.
I asked for some crudities and Gordon obliged.
We were on holiday and we went to this fantastic village in the middle of lovely people, poor but miserable, so friendly. And they made this meal and they gave us wine and 8 courses and they danced for us and they gave us oral pleasure under the table. It came to £4 a head.
Good heavens.
£4. Well, I think you might have been ripped off there.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I hear from the post room that we've received no correspondence at all this week. Not a sausage. But we did receive a sausage last week, and it came with this message from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. She writes, "Dear Camilla, where can I buy one of your fine reclining chairs? Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis." Okay, on with the game, which this week will be played to the famous Argyle Street parabola, which allows for a maximum of 2 nudges, but only, of course, if the run of play is with the poke holder. Today's trump line is district and circle. Okay?
Was it 2 nudges, Humphrey?
What?
2 nudges.
2 nudges.
Was it?
2 nudges.
2.
And
right.
district and circle, they're both trump lines, are they?
You said there was one line. They take them as one, the two of them.
Where they're contiguous.
Yeah.
Tim, will you start, please, Tim?
Well, if I've got the rules right, Oxford Circus.
Warren Street.
Palmer's Green.
Oh, well. It's 2 nudges.
You're not the poke holder, though.
That's a nudge gone already.
No, but the runner plays with the poke holder.
That's true.
And that allows me, well, 1 nudge anyway, to Swiss Cottage.
I'll go Green Park.
Great Portland Street.
Stepney Green.
What?
Stepney Green.
Stepney Green.
I thought we'd disallowed that.
No.
Oh, come on.
It's the parabola.
What do you mean we
The
disallowed?
parabola.
Well,
Explain what you mean by we disallowed.
it was
There's
the
only
royal
one person
we.
who disallows
The
anything.
royal we on your behalf.
Ah. Yes, we have.
All right, then. Holland Park.
Oh, yeah.
The
Holland
Angel.
Park.
The Angel.
Yes,
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 okay,
yes,
Dennis.
yes.
The Angel, Elephant and Castle.
Which?
The Elephant and Castle Angel, as opposed to any other angel.
Oh, Lord.
No, sorry, Archway. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I should have got in quickly there. Osterley.
Mornington Crescent.
Are we going to allow that?
No. Now the teams are going to offer some useful household advice. In our handy hints round. One knotty problem I know the teams have been wrestling with is that of future hair loss. Well, the answer is that you have to look to your grandfathers to see whether you'll go bald. Luckily for me, both of mine had full heads of hair when they died aged 17 in the trenches. Okay. I brought along a selection of questions on the subject of food taken from genuine guidebooks to which I'd like the teams to provide helpful solutions. Jeremy, we'll start with you. Can you assist this anxious correspondent? What can I wear to avoid cutting the ends of my fingers when grating cheese?
You could wear a great coat.
You wait till you have that problem. You won't go, oh, then.
You wait till you hear the edit. You won't go all day.
Okay, the right answer is thimbles. You twit. Barry, now, can you provide an answer to this correspondent? Is there any way I can make cheeses live longer in my larder?
Don't worry about this. Cheeses will rise again on the 3rd day.
The right answer is put the cheese in a box and add a sugar cube. This will extend their life.
Oh.
Graeme, now, can you help this correspondent? How can I ensure my omelettes are really fluffy?
Before cooking, stir in a couple of hamsters.
The actual answer is add a squirt of soda water to the egg mixture before cooking.
Oh.
Hope you're taking this down.
That upsets
And
the
Tim,
hamsters.
how about this one? Since I started storing my carrots in the fruit bowl, they've become rather bitter. Is there a reason for this?
Yes, you promised them the run of the garden.
Well, the actual answer is you may have apples in your fruit bowl. Apples give off a gas that makes carrots go bitter. Back to you, Jeremy. Here's another question for you. How can I tell whether the aubergine in my larder is male or female?
If the aubergine is female, it says we should really knock this larder through and have a fridge freezer in it. And then a couple of years later, it says, you know, things kept much better when we had the old larder before we got the fridge freezer. Then you have to get a new kitchen because the old one doesn't go with the napkin rings.
The actual answer is the male aubergine has fewer seeds and a round, shallow indentation on its bottom. I know the feeling. Barry, how about this? I store my eggs in the fridge. However, my husband only eats them hard-boiled. So in the fridge we have fresh and hard-boiled eggs side by side, and we sometimes get them muddled. Can you suggest an easy way of telling which are the fresh and which are the hard-boiled?
You must join our Get a Life club.
The answer is when boiling your husband's eggs for storage in the fridge, add a bit of food colouring. It will stain the shells, making it easy to tell the fresh eggs and the hard-boiled eggs apart.
I can give the address of the club if you want.
Graeme, here's one for you. I hear that avocado pears make excellent face masks. Is this true?
Well, yes, it is, if you have a small, knobbly, green, pear-shaped face.
Well, the answer is just mash them up and smear them onto your face for a smoother complexion. Finally, Tim, how about this? What's the best way to cook a live crab?
Set fire to your knickers.
The answer is place it in cold water and cook on a low heat. If you put it in boiling water, its membrane will let water in and its bits will fall off. You know the feeling. Here are some for any of you to have a go at. What's a good way to liven up a pile of boring old vegetables?
Shout fire in the House of Lords.
Actually, I sent him that one. No, the real answer is a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar might help, particularly if you're making vegetable soup. Yawn, yawn. Here's another question. I love a bit of cottage pie, but I'm not sure about the quality of my mince. Any suggestions?
You could improve it by putting one hand on your hip as you walk about. Try that, and I think you'll find that you'll be the talk of the cottage.
Well, the answer is mince the leftover meat from a joint of roast beef. Delicious. Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Monkey House Film Club. Samantha tells me she has to nip out now as she's off to meet her new zookeeper gentleman friend who looks after the apes at Regent's Park. She says she often pops around when he's checking the apes' enclosure and loves watching him up on the climbing frame, hung like a baboon. So while she's away enjoying that, I'll ask the teams to suggest titles of films likely to be enjoyed in the Monkey House. You can start this one. Jeremy.
Saving Primate Ryan.
Tim?
Fellini's Prime 8.5. A little bit clever.
Barry?
Educating Cheetah.
Graeme?
Breakfast at Chimpanzees.
Baboon on the 4th of July.
The monkey has landed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chimps.
Silence of the monkeys.
Conan the Baboon.
The monkey, the witch and the wardrobe.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Monkey on a hot tin roof.
Bring me the head keeper, Alfredo Garcia.
Ice station monkey.
Just spoiling it from everybody.
Just...
Harry Potter and the monkey.
And the film of Joseph and his amazing technicoloured bottom. Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the meatball of time congeals in the gravy of destiny, And the Swede of fate is mashed in the queue to get out of IKEA. I notice it's the end of the show, so it's goodbye from the teams, myself, Samantha, and the good folk here at the London Palladium. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
This is BBC Radio 4, where now there's the welcome return of an autumn perennial.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the seaside in Southport, the fine Lancashire town in the county of Merseyside. Southport as a seaside resort was only really established in the early Victorian era, when the town built Britain's first ever pleasure pier. Following refurbishment, in 2003 Southport won Pier of the Year, much to the dismay of neighbouring Blackpool, which could only manage second place in Toilet of the Month. The Emperor Napoleon III of France lived here in exile during the 1850s. When, to mark the centenary of the event, President de Gaulle arrived on his official jet at nearby RAF Woodvale, as a mark of respect, the air traffic controllers went on strike. Napoleon returned to Paris in 1854 and began the reconstruction of his capital, modelled on Lord Street in Southport, whose town councillors returned the compliment by providing Paris with donkey rides. The people of Paris were delighted by this goodwill gesture, pronouncing the donkeys very tasty. Influences of Southport's architectural style can be still seen in Paris today. The monument of Les Invalides borrows heavily from Southport's Norman Church, while the Pompidou Centre was copied from the east face of Quicksave. Another notable Southport local is Derek Akora, the psychic medium who speaks to the dead through an ancient Ethiopian warrior. But Akora is not the only one in Southport with the ability to summon up those no one's heard of from English. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And eager as ever to settle down on my left hand, please welcome our fragrant scorer, the delightful Samantha. Okay, the first round is an educational one, in which the team's intellectual skills will be visited upon the world of literature. In researching the history of English poetry and prose, the teams have discovered many opening passages of great works which were rejected as unsuitable for various reasons. So, teams, let's hear what rejected opening lines you found for Noddy Goes to Toyland by Enid Blyton. Barry, you can start.
Noddy adjusted the telescopic sight on his Kalashnikov and said, "This is where you get it, big ears."
It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a blue hat with a bell on it must be in want of a wife.
Graeme.
Noddy liked the way Dolly closed her eyes when he laid her flat on her back.
Tim.
Go on, Noddy, give us a burst of "Come on, feel the noise," said Mr. Wibbly Wobbly.
Oh, well, let's try another. We never give up. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Off you go, Tim.
I wandered lonely as a cloud and rained all over Manchester.
I wandered lonely as a cloud who floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I met a crowd who said, "We're off to the pub, are you up for it?"
You're dreaming, Barry.
I wandered lonely as a cloud, and I was whistling through my blue lips.
Daffodils are yellow, Byron is blue, De Quincey's a junkie, and Coleridge is too.
And finally, let's hear your rejected first lines for the Book of Genesis.
You're not going to believe this.
In the beginning, there was a cosmological expansion of space-time and matter from a gravitational singularity, which came as a bit of a surprise to God.
Okay, the teams are going to sing for us now.
Oh, right.
In a round called One Song to the Tune of Another. Although you'd think that title was obvious enough, I can see by the look of abject bewilderment in the team's eyes that I better provide a simpler explanation. A song operates on a very similar level to a power drill. The machine itself represents the tune carrying the lyrics or drill bit in its chuck. The drill bits or words can be removed and replaced by different drill bits for different jobs. Now I know what you're thinking, teams. Do we need hammer action and vari-speed facilities? Well, that's not important, although the Black & Decker KD 960 model is a good one for general use. However, teams, with health and safety very much in mind, you should wear both ear defenders and eye protection, because there'll be irritating pollutant filling the air. That's right. Piano accompaniment is provided by Colin Silver. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. Would you please sing the words of "You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush" to the tune of Cum Rhondda?
You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush. Have we met somewhere before? You're a pink toothbrush, and I think toothbrush that we met by the bathroom door. Glad to meet toothbrush, such a sweet toothbrush. How you thrill me through and through, through and through. Don't be hard, toothbrush, and soft to the brush.
You now, Jeremy.
Oh.
He says in a voice of doom. Would you please sing the words of "God Save the Queen" by the Sex Pistols to the tune of "Tulips from Amsterdam"?
God save the Queen, the fascist regime. They made you aim on that potential edge bomb. God save the Queen, she ain't no human being. There is no future in England's dreaming. Don't be told what you want. Don't be told what you need. There's no future, no future, no future for you. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. We love our Queen.
Okay, your turn, Barry. Would you please sing the words of James Brown's "Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine" to the tune of "Who Do You Think You're Kidding, Mr. Hitler"?
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man. You know, like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up, get on, get on up. Stay on the scene like a sex machine. Captain Mary?
And finally, Graham, will you sing the words of Roberta Flack's "The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face" to the tune of the Dam Busters March?
The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun ran in your eyes, and the moon and stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the empty skies, my love, to the dark and the empty skies. The first time ever trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love that was there at my command. And the first till the end of time, my love.
Our next game is called Straight Face, in which the players should utter words which must be completely devoid of any comedic content, with the object of rendering the theatre totally silent. Apart, of course, from occasional loud snoring, in which case could someone please turn me over onto my side. This week the team's challenge is to recall the punchlines to famous old jokes, but without getting a laugh. Which reminds me, I heard a very funny joke at the end of Quote Unquote last week. They said they have a listen again facility. Good one, Nigel. Okay, team, start exchanging your unfunny punchlines. Even the slightest titter from our studio audience will result in elimination. Tim, you can start.
For the 5th time, it's chicken.
I suggest you paint it blue and join the police.
And Snow White said, I only asked for a 7-Up. That was the wind.
And the chef dropped his trousers and said, you tell me, you're the expert.
I said in my Barry voice.
I thought you backed off. I do James Cagney as well.
Private life is no concern of ours.
And that's why Nicholas Parsons came second.
Sorry, roar of laughter there. So I'm sorry.
Out. Right.
Carry on then, Jeremy.
And Robin Hood said, so that's why they call you Little John.
Kermit in a blender.
Nobody told me that electrified the fence.
And the White Horse said, how did you know my name was Glenfiddich?
No, I'm not having that. Jeremy, out. Which leaves Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden.
Just one, there are hundreds of them.
Wear the fox hat.
I didn't ask for a 12-inch pianist.
Why the long face?
Why the big paws?
No, it has to be the bull.
Sorry.
Wow.
You're right.
That was me that laughed.
Barry Gwynn.
Makes it worse.
I suggest I'll eat grass and you brace yourself.
You've actually won.
Yes. Yes.
Our next round takes us back to the golden days of that perennial children's favourite, Blue Peter. Even that show has succumbed to the electronic age, with children impressing presenters with their skill on a 3 gigahertz computer. Whatever happened to those simpler days when 2 sixth formers could satisfy Val Singleton with a toilet roll tube? So, teams, let's see what you can make with just a few spare household items. Tim and Jeremy, you can go first.
Right, well, I'm starting just peeling these, got some apples here and some some pears here, and I'm just going to chop up the apples and some bananas and just put them all together. It doesn't really matter how they go, just combine them and add a little bit of this.
Hello.
A bit more Leslie Phillips, I think.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
And there we have it, a fruity smoothie.
I've got one here. If you find an organisation in the south of England responsible for this, which, in spite of this, provides this, and is now suggesting we drink this, then borrow 8 million of this, and you can delight your little brothers and sisters with one of these. Yes, your very own Mickey Mouse outfit.
OK, Barry and Graeme, show us what you've come up with.
Well, yes, now, today we're going to make your own moments from Shakespeare. So we start off with one of these. And add a 7-course feast. There we are, in it goes. And a dash of mood music. And we spiced that up with a bit of this. And it's all topped off with one of these. And there you have it. Macbeth haunted by Banjo's ghost.
This isn't strictly something you can make. It's something I found down the back of the settee at home. It's from the BBC archive. And I'm sure many of you will remember it. I'd like to play it for you now. That was the clocking off shift at a whoopee cushion factory.
And if you take one of these and then using one of these, you cut down this and then add a touch of this. There you have it. A lovely strip pine Welsh dresser.
Well, let's draw a veil over that. If that's all right with Jack Straw.
Too clever.
The next round is about letter writing and all that entails. Barry and Graeme, I'd like you to start by composing a letter from William Tell to his son. Then Tim and Jeremy will come up with a reply and so on. However, the challenge is that the letters must be constructed by each panellist alternating one word at a time. And when I honk, it's the end of the correspondence. Or that badger Vindaloo is a big mistake. Off you go, Barry and Graeme.
Who is it again?
Barry and Graeme.
We're William Tell.
Right.
Okay. Dear
son,
have
you
been
to
the
pub
or
the
greengrocer's
to
get
your
apple
and
take
it
home
and
put
it
on
your
head?
And
you
then
might
stand
and
wait
while
I
behind
the
bush
relieved
at
the
prospect.
Therefore,
Please
put
an
apple
on
your
head And stand
over
there. And no.
Not
there. There. That's
better.
Close
your
eyes
and
you
feel
nothing.
Hopefully.
Your
loving
Dad,
Bill.
Reply from you, Tim and Jeremy.
Dear
Dad,
you
are
a
complete
bastard.
However, I would like to go to university
without
having loans.
So
could
you
pay
for
me
to
go
to
university
so
I
can
learn
some
physics?
But
in
case
you
can't
pay
for
me
to
go to university,
I
could
give
you
a
shot
on
a celebrity
Apple
mastermind.
But
nevertheless,
if
you
want
to
go
and
hit
me,
then
fire
away,
you,
comma,
and
I
want
you
to
die.
You
are
a
big
dad.
Lots
of
love
from
your
target.
Okay, let's try that again. But with different letters, obviously. This time we'll examine the lost correspondence between Doctor Who and Davros, leader of the Daleks. And you can start us off again, Barry and Graeme.
Dear Davros.
What?
Dear, sorry. Dear.
Me.
I am afraid
That
I
was
thinking
you
would
like
to
come
and
see
celebrity
Big
Jessie
who
will
perform
for
us
tomorrow
some
way
or
other.
however
We
you
and
the
Dalek
hordes
could
possibly
assemble
and
charge
the
celebrity
Big
Jessies
and
thereby
cause
the
war
that
exists
to
cease,
and
we
could
all
restore
peace
to
the
borough
of
Milton
Keynes,
your
old
chum
who.
Dear Doctor, I am very happy to make your acquaintance. However, I have plans for destruction of your patio, which is very ugly and badly constructed. You are annoying, and I am going to wreck your parasol and shed while I am refashioning all your outside barbecue, which smells of pork and lard, which stinks to high heaven. Lots of love and kisses and hugs and feeling from front to back. I am going to exterminate by act of vengeance. Love from Davros. That is Bobby Davros.
Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but it's just time for the teams to announce the arrivals at the RSPB ball. Samantha has to nip out now as she's meeting a birdwatcher gentleman friend with whom she compares notes and photographs. Last time they met, she showed him a chuff. And he produced 12 finches. Graeme, will you start by announcing the first late arrival at a society ball for birders, twitchers and other bird watchers?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Ross and their son, Albert Ross.
From Israel, Mr. and Mrs. Neagle and their daughter, Golden Eagle.
Here's a rather angry Mr. Oddie. Yes, it's a crossbill.
All the way from Sweden.
Oh, yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Won't You? A seagull's crept on the windscreen. And their son, Olaf, won't you? A seagull's
You're welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. over there. No, not there, by the bush. Oh, it's gone. And their son, Luke, over there.
Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Twit and their two children.
Very welcome.
Mr. and Mrs. Sir Pretty Boy then, and their son Hugh Sir Pretty Boy then. They once crossed a parrot with a lion and got a bird that says Polly wants a zebra.
Very welcome indeed. Oh, there's a couple of page tree girls. God, it must be cold.
Welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Rinduck and their daughter, Mandy Rinduck.
It's an international night. Will you welcome from Madrid, Juan Gonzalez, the well-known bird watcher and aviator. You may remember Juan flew over the cuckoo's nest.
And a nice warm welcome, please, for Mr. and Mrs. O'Pigeon and their daughter, Carrie O'Pigeon.
Mr. and Mrs. Finch and their Burberry baseball-hatted son, Common Chav Finch.
And here comes Mr. and Mrs. Bennett. There's a chiff-chaff on the Volvo. And their son, Gordon Bennett. There's a chiff-chaff on the Volvo.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the lumberjack of time plunges his axe into the redwood of doom, and the Conservative member for Wokingham gets all he deserves. I notice it's the end of the show, so from the team, Samantha, myself and the fine folk at Southport, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor will be given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
And Humph, the teams and Samantha will be back at the same time next week.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello again and welcome to another enjoyable edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. And I use the word enjoyable in the yes, jumping up and down on these drawing pins in my bare feet is most enjoyable, Mr. Valhalla. Meaning of the word. Back here again in the Playhouse Theatre in Oxford, would you welcome, please, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And here she is, bursting with eagerness to score at every opportunity. Would you welcome once more the lovely Samantha. Do you mind? No. It was horrible. We'll start off with a round entitled... That's if Colin Sell allows us. We'll start off with a round entitled... Well, I mean, barging in there. He's not even meant to play there. We'll start...
Just supporting Samantha Humphrey.
Cross your heart, pianist.
We're going to...
You should see him lift and separate.
We're going to start off with a round entitled Celebrity Misquotes. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some remarks that famous people, alive or dead, would never have said. Barry, would you start, please?
Bernard Manning.
Luxury item, Sue. The collected works of Ezra Pound.
It'd be humorously incongruous if he did say that, wouldn't it? So people would
Live
smile.
from the Garden of Eden. Adam.
Hello, sweetie.
The Pope. You all right for the weekend, sir?
President George Bush.
Watch my lips.
Dracula. Open the box.
John Prescott, MP.
I'm saying nothing.
General Custer.
180.
Queen Victoria. Bernard Manning. Now he does amuse us. Or Edward Heath. That Margaret Roberts, she looks a bit useful.
Any more? OK, we'll go on to the next round. It's time for a round called Pick Up Song. In this round, Samantha and I will play in some popular discs on my gramophone to which you should sing along, teams. At a completely random point, the sound will disappear, and if on its return you're within a dotted crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. What do points mean? I'd like to remind our listeners at home that this programme comes from one of the most celebrated seats of learning. This week's prize is a solid foam rubber doorstop. Now, Willie, you're going to start. Will you accompany Frankie Lane singing Rawhide?
Keep rolling, 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 though the streams are swollen. Keep them doggies rolling, oh, doggies, rawhide. Through rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my gal was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good victuals, loving, kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, rawhide. Head 'em up, rawhide. Oh.
Well, you won't expect any points for that. Barry, your turn. Will you join Topol singing If I Were a Rich Man?
If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle-diddle man, I'd bid for what? Bill?
OK, Tim, will you join little Jimmy Osmond singing Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool?
Hello! I'll be a long-haired lover from Liverpool, and I'll do anything you say. I'll be your clown or your puppet or your April Fool, if you'll be my sunshine daisy from LA. I'll be your leprechaun and sit upon an old toadstool. I'll serenade you till I'm old and grey. Not before time, I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. You'll be
tiny bit ashamed I got that one right.
That was excellent. OK, Graeme, now, will you join the D'Oyly Carte Opera Company singing A Policeman's Lot Is Not a Happy One?
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment is just as great as any honest man's. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, and constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Well, Tim Brooke-Taylor won that round, I think, by the dot in the dotted crotchet. Now, our next game is called Close Quotes. Teams, I shall give you the first halves of some well-known proverbs, and I'd like you to complete them, please. Points will be deducted for correct answers. Tim, you're going to start this one, flushed with success. Pride comes before
Pride comes before of lions.
Didn't understand that. Barry, here's yours. Blood is thicker than?
Caliber.
Say Canada.
Caliber.
Oh, Caliber. Is it Canada? That's quite true. That.
Okay. Graeme, now. Brevity is the soul of?
Canada.
Yeah, that's all, yeah. Brevity is the soul of.
Shorter the better. That's my motto.
So I've heard.
Well, I'll keep plugging away. Willie.
Oh, no, I'm still with you.
If the mountain will not come to Muhammad,
They'll probably slap a fatwa on it.
I'd like to disassociate myself from that.
I wasn't even here.
Hey, Tim, here's another one for you. A swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay, but a swarm in July
Isn't.
Barry, will you complete Too Many Cooks?
On television.
Graeme, cleanliness is next to...
Impossible.
And finally, Willie, Rome was not built in...
Norway.
Anyway, I'll throw it open now. Anybody got any more?
One swallow does not make an orgy.
There's no smoke without flatulence.
Give a thief enough rope and he'll run off with it.
When the cat's away, the mice will use the flap.
If you can't beat 'em, what's the point of teaching?
Okay, any more? Right. Now we have a round...
No fury, like Mrs. Bradley of 43 the Glebe Orpington.
Well, whether you like it or not, we're going on to play a game which is based on the television programme Through the Keyhole. In this programme, as you know, Lloyd Grossman gets invited into the delightful homes of mystery celebrities. Precisely why is something of a mystery to me. In our version of this programme, I shall ask each team to enter one of two mystery cubicles, each specially furnished to resemble precisely the homes of famous persons. While the pair in the cubicle describe what they see, the other pair should ask questions in order to find out whose room it is.
Uncanny, that, wasn't it?
They have 1 minute to guess. Right now, Barry and Graeme, would you please venture into your cubicle, it says here. The answer's going up on the laser display board, while here for listeners at home is the mystery voice.
Jason Donovan's flat. Jason Donovan's flat.
Can you hear me, Barry and Graeme?
No.
Right, will you start describing, please?
Well, it's very masculine.
No, it's a real man's flat. Real man's, but very butch and manly. So
what's this bottle here? Rambo lemon juice and a comb. What's that all about?
Lots of pin-up photographs of girls. Oh, there's a signed one here from Kylie.
Oh. These maps here. Oh, look, it's where he's been on holidays, all his cards and everything. Definitely prefers Adelaide to Sydney. You can see here. Better keep the noise down, the neighbours, just we'll walk about quietly. There's the Schwarzenegger book of chat-up lines here.
Is this I never remember his name.
Is it, Jason, yes, I am Butch Donovan?
Yes.
Very good, but you were out of time, so we go on now to... Willie and Tim, will you please enter your mystery cubicle? While the answer goes up on the digital display, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Number 11 Downing Street, the home of Norman Lamont. Number 11 Downing Street, the home of Norman Lamont.
Are you there, Willie and Tim?
We are here.
It's like being in a tank here.
Are you there?
Shall I be the first fish? Do you know how to drive this thing? We're here, Hump.
Okay, start describing, please.
Oh, God. There's a reflection in the mirror, but there's nobody there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Well, let's look in the closet. Oh, this could be moss brass. There must be at least 100 sets of white tie and tails. And enormous toothbrushes. I'm down in the kitchen. Whoever cooks in this kitchen is mad about tomato ketchup. At least I think it's tomato ketchup. Could be catsup.
The basement is full of boxes. And people lying in the boxes. Not in this red leather one.
Okay, Barry and Graeme, you've got a minute in which to guess.
I couldn't hear most of it because Colin Sell was playing the piano rather loudly. Atmosphere, right. So it's somewhere pretty jolly and light-hearted.
Trying to wrong footers, are they, with this sinister air? With Colin, the vampire of song, at the piano. Are they trying to mislead us with this sinisterness? No reflection in the mirror was said early on, wasn't it?
That's right.
Could be John Major, I
Could be,
suppose.
yes.
Oh. Close.
Because Polaroids of him take 2 days to come out.
Sorry they did.
Oh, are we next door to John Major?
You are indeed.
In the Badgers set.
Just for the benefit of the thick people listening at home, will you say actually where they were?
Norma Lamont's place.
Yes.
That's right, yes. I just wanted
Left
to...
down.
That applause was from one or two fairly thick people in this audience. Right, teams, it's now time for a round of limericks. As usual, I shall provide the first lines, and I'd like you to complete them, taking one line each. Graeme, we're going to start with you. A Welshman who ate some Caerphilly
said, I love Wales because it's so hilly.
The girls in the valley
are ever so pally.
They shout, show us your, don't be so silly.
Right, Tim, here's your line. A Frenchman who ate too much brie.
A Frenchman who ate too much brie shrugged his shoulders and said, "C'est la vie." In French.
That's enough of that stuff.
Because an earth is an earth.
I shall have one on toast for my tea.
Okay, Barry, an Italian who loved Parmesan.
An Italian who loved Parmesan broke wind in the back of his van.
With a ear-splitting roar.
It blew off the door.
And it's Arrivederci, Milan.
Right, Willie, finally one for you. A Greek who could only eat feta.
A Greek who could only eat feta once crept up behind Henrietta.
He bowed very low
And shouted, "Hello."
And shoved his head right up her sweater.
Okay, now it's time... Excuse me. Now it's time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. And this time, teams, we'll be playing Mortimer's Conversion. Straddling is, of course, optional.
So, of course.
What?
Of course. What do you mean?
Of course. Of course.
Of course. That's, well,
So the optional is completely...
listen, can we get on with the game? We always have these arguments. Colin Sell will be joining in any minute now. Piano. Okay, will you start, please, Tim?
Well, if it's optional...
Not necessarily.
But it's always optional, isn't it?
No.
Of course it is.
With Mortimer.
It isn't. We've played many games when it hasn't
Yes.
been optional.
But it throws...
I don't remember one.
We've played one or two when it's been mandatory.
Queensway, then.
That was after Reykjavik.
Well, excuse me for asking, have you started, Tim?
Been finished for years, but I did say Queensway.
Right, we're off. Oh.
Gants Hill.
Frith Street. No messing.
Well, no.
No.
Challenge there. What's your
Oh,
challenge?
yeah, right.
Yes, right, thanks. What's your challenge?
What did he say?
Frith Street.
You're
calm.
Frith Street.
Frith Street, sorry.
Of course you can say Frith Street.
Right.
You wouldn't say Frith Street because you're wimpish. But I am a bold fellow and I say Frith Street like that. Whack, bang, zot. I'm a powerhouse player, I warn you of this.
Plenty of zot.
Yeah.
Go on, Graham.
Wrong, but...
Leicester's... No. No.
Leicester Square, did you say?
No?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No. I said
didn't say
Leicester's...
Hump, for goodness sake.
Kingsway.
Better.
By the straddle.
I think he straddles sore, quite
I
frankly.
suppose that's all right, isn't it? Ladbroke Crescent.
Tooting back.
Soho Square. Another bold move. Whack, bang. Oh, I'm Ian Botham with Mornington Crescent.
Parade Street.
Oh, dear. Oh, Lord. King Street, S1.
Yep.
Just south, and it straddles.
The S1 one is good.
No, but
There's no such thing as S1. Oh, I'm on your side, aren't I?
Not King Street, Hammersmith.
South one.
Is that King Street, Hammersmith?
No, S1 if you're playing
You
Mortimer.
meant the southern one.
Oh, Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
On Mortimer.
Yeah. You see, you should have watched out for that straddle.
I'm very disappointed.
That was a straddle.
That was
Dutchman's
optional.
nephew.
Okay, our next round is entitled Singing Relay, in which teams, I'd like you please to sing a well-known song, but taking alternate words between you. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano. Incidentally, new listeners to the programme may be interested to know that Colin Sell was a member of several pop groups in the 60s and 70s, some of which became quite well known after he'd left them. There was Colin and Garfunkel, Dave, Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick, Titch and Colin. The electric light piano. And perhaps most interestingly, the Jackson 6. Anyway, on with the round now. Tim and Willie. What round are we playing, by the way? Hang on a minute.
I don't think Mornington Crescent's
Your
over,
song
quite
is The
frankly.
Deadwood Stage.
What do they have to do, Hump? Pray tell.
What? Years ago I said a singing relay in which teams, I'd like you please to sing a well-known song but taking alternate words between you. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano, and I don't want to have to say that again.
Tell me, I've forgotten what it was you said.
All right, go on.
The Deadwood stage is rolling on over the place, with the curtains flapping and the driver slapping the reins. Beautiful sky, wonderful day. Whip, crack, away, whip away, whip, crack, away. Oh, the Deadwood stages are heading over the hills, where the engine arrows are thicker than dangerous land, no time to delay. Whip, crack away, whip, crack away, whip, crack away.
Okay, Barry and Graham, your song is If My Friends Could See Me Now.
If they could see me now, my little dusty group, traipsing round this $1 million chicken coop, I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get her draped on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of fur. All I can say is wow, wait till the riff and rev see just exactly how he signed this autograph. What a build up! Holy cow, they'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Masochist.
It's possible to be too slick. Anyway, that's nearly all for this week. It's just time, I think, for a swift round of Ornithologist Film Club. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest some films likely to be popular with an audience of birdwatchers. And Barry, we're going to start with you.
The Outlaw Josie Quails. 9.5 Beaks.
The Forbidden Gannet. All Quiet on the Crested Grebe.
Dan Quayle in Cuckoo's Talking.
Sean Canary in License to Trill.
Back to the Vulture.
There's a gull in my soup.
Turn of the Screw.
The Maltese Ptarmigan.
Duck Tracy.
Moby Tit. Waders of the Lost Ark.
The Sound of E-Music.
Musical vein, Cole Porter's Anything Goose.
Another musical, The Merry Wigeon.
Pied Wagtails of the Unexpected.
Steve McQueen in Pull It.
Hudson Hawk. That was a real turkey.
Oh, What a Lovely Warbler. The Last of the Red Hot Plovers.
Nightjar on Elm Street.
My left coot. And anything starring Joan Collins. Apparently she's seen a cockatoo.
Rook back in anger, that's the Japanese version.
The threatening osprey.
Well, teams, that's it, I'm afraid. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Samantha's come up with a score. This is the exciting part. Tim Brooke-Taylor and Willie Rushton, 23. Barry Cryer and Paul Merton, 31. That's it, I'm afraid, for this programme, and indeed the current series. So until next time, from all of us, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.